Yeah, it's a great question, and I made a lot of mistakes on the way in my social token journey. I only do have a token on DeSo right now. I considered Rally, but I'm more familiar with the DeSo platform. Most of my NFTs are on DeSo right now. I'll be moving some of my project over to the Internet Computer blockchain. There are several NFT marketplaces over there, but so just focusing on DeSo and my creator coin journey in DeSo is I look, everybody's different, but I never sold, and I just have continued to build my coin price, and I build it to the point of where I dollar cost average, and that multiple times a week, if I make an NFT sale, if I get a tip, almost all of that I don't take off chain. It goes right back into my coin. Especially now that the DeSo price is $6 and not $160. And what's been happening is that over time, I've been able to take control of my coin's ownership. So while other people own maybe, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50% of their coin, which most people don't, I own about 88 or 89%, which means I control my destiny on that platform. Nobody can come in and buy my token and rug me or anything. I mean, they can, but I'll make money on the founder's fee. But I've positioned myself in such a way that I've added value for my existing token holders by just building the equity in my coin. If they want to sell and make profit, that's fine. That'll cause a little dip. I'll just come in and keep buying. And I'm looking at this very, very, very long term. And that, number one, my personal mission on DeSo is to build my token price, my creator coin price, as high as I possibly can, because that's just, I could be wrong, but I think that does reflect a certain amount of respect for the community and loyalty to the community, and reflects on my commitment and my reputation. I want to build that price up. It's important to me. A lot of people, it's not important. The second thing is that I've created this store of value now that I own 89% of, and when the DeSo price, if the DeSo price goes up to say its all-time high, I have a nice chunk of money in my creator coin, so that if I did decide to sell someday in the future, right, that I would be able to walk away with a very, very, very nice, considerable amount of money that is at the same time that was in my name, and I was building building my brand. And oh, by the way, and here's a very important thing: if and when I do decide to sell, assuming by that time that I still have 88, 89, 90% ownership in my coin, I won't be rugging anybody. Because I can tell you that a lot of people that have invested in my coin and own my coin, some of those people have lost their seed phrase. Some of them are never coming back to the platform. So it's almost like that part of my coin was burned. So when it does come time for me to execute an exit strategy, nobody gets hurt. My reputation stays in stock. So that's been, I think I'm giving you more my operating, how I'm operating rather than the challenges. I mean, the challenges are just grinding it every day and getting the followers and getting the eyes on what you're doing. And I'd hope that DeSo would be further along. Instead of having 7,500 followers, now I'd have 50,000 followers, so that now you do a post, you might get 20 likes, maybe you get 10 cents. Well, just think if that was doubled, tripled, quadrupled. And then when you start looking at the law of large numbers, that those silly little posts will be getting dollars and tens of dollars instead of pennies. Well, we're very, very far from there. Didn't get into the subject of utility. That's a huge area. So I sort of wanted to just avoid that in general. But as things become more mature in this space, and I am more comfortable with sort of my roadmap with what I'm doing in Web3, then I can start to potentially introduce some utility into the Wiliam Laurent DeSo coin, et cetera, et cetera. But not really there yet. But it's not that difficult to introduce some utility, but I don't want to just do it for the sake of doing it. Just like I don't want to spin up a DAO and say, oh, look, I have a DAO, and then nothing happens, because no one's going to care. I will say just one more thing is that I really believe that, why wouldn't everybody want to have a social token? Don't you think we'll get somewhere where, like, in 10 or 15 years, where instead of like having the nicest car on the block, you'll be competing with the people next door? Oh, well, look at my social token is $89 and yours went down to 86. It's going to be fun. It's going to be competitive. I think that, look, everybody wants their own personal brand, and social tokens are the way to get it.